Ayo, the revolutionist I blast. Refuse to kiss ass quick fast. I'm wearing a mask cause of my tormented past. Swallow the pain, follow the mental terrain. It takes a hell of a man nowadays to maintain garments blood stains. Face bruised and battered, eyes reflect agony of dreams that were shattered. It never mattered to the so-called general public about my nation's situation and how we rise above it, and they love it when we self-destruct and kill our own. And the greater responsibility, yes, is still our own. We should know by now that the system's designed for our demise. If we ain't wise, we be left behind. The dollar signs rule. But what about the fool who falls victim to the material world? Yo, peep the jewel. I can't see myself or my fame in that type of jam. The rebel, the militant. Yeah, I'm that type of man. Too many tears of sorrow, too many years of struggle, too many drops of blood, too many problems to juggle, too few jobs available, too few schools equipped, too few role models. Behold the revolutionist. Rest in peace, guru from Gangstar. The song is called The Revolutionist. Now, let's talk Binance today. You're going to want to stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one because listen, I'm watching Watcher Guru live right now and just take a listen to this BS these people are spitting. And man,
willfully violated federal law that requires financial institutions to guard against money laundering and terrorist financing. Zhao, who resides outside of the United States, entered his plea in person in the United States District Court for the Western District of Washington earlier today. In August 2017, Zhao founded Binance as a platform where users could trade in cryptocurrency. But from the very beginning, Zhao and other Binance executives engaged in a deliberate and calculated effort to profit from the U.S. market without implementing the controls that are required by U.S. law. Zhao and Binance attracted and built a substantial U.S. customer base. Almost 2 years after Binance's founding, Zhao told senior management that the U.S. market represented 20 to 30% of the company's potential revenue. Serving these U.S. customers meant that Binance was a U.S. financial institution. U.S. financial institutions must comply with U.S. law. Zhao and other senior management at Binance understood this.
wow. So this whole thing is about failing to register anti-money laundering laws and all this other stuff. But you allowing Coinbase to allegedly, you send funding through Coinbase to allegedly, right? Give it to the you-know-whos so they can bomb more children in Gaza. They get away with that though. They're not terrorists, that part right there. But then they want to out CZ because other terrorist organizations are using Binance and X, Y, and Z. Who's to say he even know these people was doing that? You know, Binance people were using it to trade. But this is the sad part and the double standards that this U.S. government has been put the entire world through. That it's a bully tactic. It's a mentality of, listen, there's a gentleman by the name of Nelson Mandela, right? Because I listened to a really stupid YouTuber who shilling gold bridge, stable funds, all kinds of garbage in DeFi. And he wanted to come and attack people like me now and say, oh, Binance is going down. Should you go down for terrorism? Forget about your virtue signaling. This is just a gambling ground. Listen, you're dumb. First of all, Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist for 27 years. I'm from Africa. The apartheid of South Africa made the whole world, those racist clowns, the whole world, they made them believe that this Nelson Mandela gentleman was the worst terrorist of this world. The whole 27 years, they locked him in a jail cell, gone out of his life. He come out of jail. What did he do? Turn the other cheek, right? Showed the whole world a better face, became the best South African president to this day. And they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize. Nelson Mandela. So forget, if you're going to be ousting people as terrorists, right, and saying this organization is terrorist and that organization is terrorist, but the U.S. government been terrorizing the entire world for how many decades now? Millions of Iraqis died, but no one calls the U.S. government, no one calls George Bush and Tony Blair terrorists for killing 1 million Iraqis, right? How many Syrians have died? How many mayhem they caused after they assassinated Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi and caused mayhem in the Middle East? To this day, Middle Eastern are suffering because of these clowns right here. They get to come here and call other people terrorists though. Yeah, Hamas is bad, right? Yeah, ISIS is rubbish. All of them are terrorist organizations. But so are you though. So are you too. We can see you. They can see. I can see the facade and the corruption in these governments. So if you're gonna be calling people terrorists, make sure your government is they oust them as the biggest terrorist on this planet, because George Bush is sitting somewhere, retired golfer, after he killed 1 million Iraqis. He gets away with it scot-free though, right? This is all, I'm telling you, this is racism tied to this, because they hate a guy that like CZ, who's a foreigner, Chinese speaking. They don't like him. So they bringing all this garbage and just lumping it and dumping it. I told you, what did they try a few months back to do CZ like Sam? But Sam was outright stealing. CZ's been here since 2012, bro. That's why I was voting for him. Arthur Hayes been here since the early 2010s when it comes to Bitcoin. They did the same thing to him, put an ankle monitor on him, take him to jail for about 18 months, let him out, and did all of this stuff, right? Outsing him. Comes to find out he was only doing what the banking system does. He tried to duplicate that and do it into crypto. CZ, they didn't get him on nothing but, you probably knew that Binance, Hamas was using you, or ISIS was using Binance, and this such and such was using these terrorist organizations and whatnot. But when they terrorizing South Sudan and turned the entire continent of Africa upside down, US carrying drone strikes in Yemen to this day, causing poverty and mayhem and children being blown into pieces, they get away with it. They're not a terrorist. But they can call anybody they want terrorist though, right? This is crazy. This is insane. So to that stupid YouTuber who was saying, you see how much virtue signaling and this, they always try to come back after. Listen, bro. Jay Nasty, you know who you are. I would never call these people by name. You want to know why? Because when you do it, you're the one clout chasing now. But when he's tit for tat, jit jab on people, no one says nothing, right? Your face was featured on CoffeeZilla, bro, for scamming people, laying in bed with the Gold Bridge developers, right? You was in bed with the stable fund developers. You was in bed with many people. Solar Road, you got into all kinds of garbage last year. Trash. Come outside. Even Quopi to this day, the developer told me this. The developer told me that. But then when it goes down, I know nothing about it. So if I know for a fact that this Binance stuff, since he's making up BS talking about, you using Binance, so therefore you must be funding terrorism and all this stuff. I haven't used Binance since the year 2018. Unlike you, I'm not a referral whore. I'm not a referral hooker. I could have come here and put Binance link underneath the centralized exchange and get people to sign up there and go do leverage trading. And the only time I use centralized exchanges is when I cannot get the token from a decentralized exchange. Recently, on my members channel, I've shown one project that I couldn't get out of a DEX. I literally went over a centralized exchange and I got it from there. That's the only time I use it. But I'm the first one who understands not your keys, not your crypto, sir. Unlike you, I'm not a referral whore. I never shield Binance. When I say Binance, I'm talking about what CZ has built, the vehicle on the blockchain that allows people to use DeFi to this day. I'm talking about Binance Smart Chain itself. I'm not talking about Binance DX Change. I wasn't shilling no Binance. I never shill any centralized exchange on this channel. Many have hit me up behind the scenes though. But unlike you, and this ain't no virtue signaling, that's just real. I'm just saying this to say this, that if me and you walk into the DOJ right now, if you think I'm using Binance and I'm defending Binance and this garbage, if me and you walk into the DOJ and they ask us to put everything we have on the table, I guarantee you I would walk out of there like Jesus did on that temple. But you won't though. I guarantee you that. Because I know there's many developers that paid you behind the scenes and you come out on screen lying, telling people that you never get paid. This is just my money that I'm putting in here and all this garbage. But from last year, I can name many projects that you was involved with suspicious, nefarious activities. Let's be transparent. Tell the Quopi developers, right? The anonymous ones to walk in there like CZ did. Go to the DOJ. Tell the Quopi developers to walk to the DOJ right now and present everything they have and tell them, hey, we want to comply with US regulatory compliance. We want to be regulatory compliant. Quopi, we're paying 3% today, and this is where our money is going to come from. Tell them, please. You in bed with them, right? You like taking their money. Huh? You like ousting me now, since now I'm the one funding terrorism, and because I'm using the Binance exchange, so you say. I know for a fact that if me, you, and Quopi working there, you and those garbage scam developers would be in jail, locked up. Since you say you should be locked up. You have no moral compass. People like that, they look in the mirror and you know you a piece of garbage for shilling this type of garbage, pushing it down people's throat, dangling carrots in front of their face and acting like I'm not, putting a fake Jim Carrey face on, right? Talking about these people are fake virtue signaling and this and that. You don't understand. This is just gambling, this and that. People like you, I'm telling you, you laughing at Binance like now, keep laughing. When they're done with CZ, they're coming over to DeFi and they're going to be dealing with YouTubers like you and the developers you've been laying in bed with. Every single Telegram message, you're going to have to hand it over now. Since you live in the United States, so you know how the DOJ operates. I'm not a secret agent. I'm nobody's government agent. I don't live in the United States. You do. So you're going to have to answer a lot more than I, sir. And I refuse to compromise my morals and come over here and shill, right? And trash people at the same time and tell them, grow up, man. This is just gambling. Let's just gamble and take this, and taking people's money, using them as referral, being a referral hooker, like a prostitute for the scam developers. You're normalizing this type of behavior. Was CZ normalizing this type of behavior like the Quopis of this world? I guarantee you he's not. He's a bigger man than your Quopi boys will ever be. That's the difference. You see that? I did that without any virtue signal. That's how you whoop a clown. Now, let's move on. Right? This was just a short one, people. It's just to say you that there's a lot of double standards in crypto. Somebody said that BlackRock is actually setting all of this stuff up to happen, right? If BlackRock is setting it to happen, is setting up CZ to fail so they can control crypto, then, well, the cat's out the bag. The cat is out of the bag now, you know. Understand that there are bigger players in the game involved now. Trillions of dollars are about to enter the crypto market, but before that happens, they're going to create FUD like this. Right? What your guru just said, look at this, SEC is suing Kraken as well. And Kraken, SEC told them that, oh, you was listing Solana, and Solana is a security. You listed ADA. Cardano is a security. You're not allowed to do that. You're doing money laundering. You're doing X, Y, and Z. You got to go down. So you see what's going on here? They're systematically taking these centralized exchanges down, because without centralized exchanges, there is no bull market. So they're going to try and take them down and then establish the rule of law now, where the BlackRocks of this world will be able to operate. And this is what's been going on, guys. It's all part of a bigger plan. So prepare for some heavy market volatility. Even if we run up to like 50 to 60K, you're going to see us come back down to the 30s before the halving, or maybe even 25 to 20K. The market will be highly volatile for now on with these news. They're just scaring everybody. And at some point, they're going to be getting in. When they do now, this is when the fun will begin. But the bull market will be here now. Prepare for 2024 and 2025. CZ, keep your chin up. You are one of the OGs and the four founding fathers of altcoinism. They can never take you down, because if they take you down, they'll take us down. Let them take you to jail, do whatever they gotta do. But in our eyes, you're not a criminal because you gave us Binance Smart Chain, which is one of the best chains, the largest chains in crypto to this day. And that's what's important. Users are using it. And on a day-to-day basis, they can't kill all of those users. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.